Today's topic of discussion is new rules for multi-cap funds. On September 11th, 2020, SEBI came out with a circular that required structural portfolio changes in multi-cap funds. This circular caused two types of reactions, both positive and negative towards it. But before we get into these changes, let's first understand what the rules for multi-cap funds were prior to this circular coming out. It is very simple. All multi-cap funds had to simply maintain 65% of their portfolio allocation towards equity funds. And this could mean that the fund manager had the freedom of allocating into large cap, mid cap, or small cap funds. In order to bring even further clarity, let us understand what large cap, mid cap, and small cap funds are. For large cap funds, they are the number 1 to number 100 company that have been listed on the stock exchange with respect to market capitalization. Mid cap funds are 101 till 250, and small cap funds are 251, and so on in terms of market capitalization. Basically now, to understand the two rules that multi-cap funds have to adhere by pursuant to 31st January 2021 are: number 1, that the allocation towards equity funds would increase from 65% to 75%. And the second rule would be that pursuant to this 10% increase, that each category would have to maintain a minimum 25% allocation towards them. This basically means there would have to be a minimum of 25% into small caps, 25 into mid caps, and 25 into large caps at all times. So this circular leaves fund managers with a few options. The first being that they would have to divest their large cap investment and filter it into mid caps and small caps. Number 2 could be that they would merge the current existing multi-cap fund into either their large cap or their large and mid cap funds. And a third could be that they would simply close the fund and return all the funds to the investor. Since this circular is causing so much trouble in the mutual fund world, a lot of discussions are being held between AMFI and SEBI. And SEBI also issued a circular giving an explanation as to why this norm had been rolled out. SEBI felt that first, that there was a lack of diversification when it came to multi-cap schemes. This basically means that if we look across the board in most of the multi-cap schemes, there was allocations ranging from as high as 85 to 90% to maybe 75 to 80% in the large cap category, and the balance 10-15% was split between mid caps and small caps. Since this was taking place, SEBI felt that in order to fairly divide the capital into the different market categories, this was rolled out. As a response to this, all the fund houses responded saying that this was primarily the reason that multi-cap funds were given this position and flexibility based on the adverse market conditions, that they would easily be able to flow in and out of whichever category was being able to give the best returns to the investor. The second issue was that the name of the category was not suitable because it was called a multi-cap category, and all categories were not being equally proportioned in terms of capital. They thought a better way to name it would be a flexi cap. The third and final reason given by SEBI was that there was not an appropriate benchmark against multi-cap funds. Since most of the multi-caps had the flexibility of investing into large, mid, and small caps, they all had different allocations towards these categories, and therefore a steady benchmark could not have been given against the performance of these funds to actually gauge whether they were performing well or they were performing poorly. In order to conclude this whole discussion, it would basically mean that one should not panic currently. One should look at what their large, mid, and small cap allocation is in the overall portfolio and keep that in mind. And number 2 is to be patient and wait to see how SEBI, AMFI, and fund houses will react to this circular, and only then take appropriate action.